What's up everybody on YouTube, it's your boy Jameer Green and welcome back to another JTG Films video. Alright, so what's up everybody, I'm back. Today we're going to be doing a Lightroom tutorial on a couple photos I did just a couple days ago, showing you guys a little bit what I do with my photos, like explaining the lights, the darks, the shadows, the colors and all that. So you know, it's going to be a simple really brief explanation. First thing we're going to do is import these photos. I upload my photos on the Photos application on my Mac because I shoot in RAW and then it converts from RAW to JPEG, but it still has that RAW quality. So you know, the RAW takes up a lot of space on your computer and you don't want that. Alright, so cool, we have all the photos up now. Let's slide over to the left, slide all the way over to the left, and let's just go through a little bit of them. As you can see, here's just some regular pictures. Those are just practice pictures of us just, you know, testing out, you know, figuring out the lighting and everything. Practice picture. This was an actual picture right here, but we're not going to use that one. We're probably going to use like one horizontal, one landscape photo, and then one portrait. Yeah, we're going to use one landscape photo and then one portrait. We're going to use the upside down photo first, and we're going to use this picture right here. When I'm shooting, sometimes I do shoot a little bit, not all the way overexposed, but close to a little bit overexposed. Sometimes bring down the exposure. It matters like what the colors are that are really in the picture. So the first thing I would do in my point of view, I'd probably bump the highlights down just a little bit. As you can see, the highlights really, they take away the color from her skin. So I probably just take them down just a little bit. We might bump the contrast up a little bit. You see how when I bumped up the contrast, her skin started to get more of like a yellower look or more of an orange look, actually, because it's more vibrant. That's what I'm doing. When I apply contrast, it's way more vibrant to the picture, and it makes the image, the point image stand out. So we're gonna bump it up just a little bit, plus 22. The shadows, they're gonna really focus on her hair. You see how you can see the curls and the detail of her hair if you bump the shadows up, but it makes her hair a little bit, you know, it doesn't make it fully black, but we want to make that detail still pop out. Because if I put it all the way black, you can't really see the detail of her hair. The whites are just like kind of like the outside part of the image. I don't really want to bump them up because, as you can see, if I bump them up, the whole look of the picture just messes up if I bump the whites up. So we're actually going to bring them down just a little bit. 1/4 of the white is going to be used because she still has whites in her shirt and we don't want to make it look like an off-white or no tone at all. Now the blacks, you're going to want to deepen down just a little bit, so you can get like those under parts. So like under her is dark and on top of the picture is dark a little bit, because if you bump it all the way down, it's going to make the picture look crazier. Now we can work on the vibrancy. For the vibrancy, we're going to zoom in just a little bit and we're going to focus on her shirt detail. We're going to really focus on her shirt detail, determining if we really need the vibrancy or if we don't, or if we want to apply more saturation, then we want to do vibrancy. See, you can see in the left hand corner that her skin is actually popping out more, and that's one thing we want to stay away from. We don't want to add so much vibrancy because then it's going to really mess up the picture. So we'll go up by 8. We'll go up by 8 for the saturation. That's the picture so far. Now we're going to focus on the region part of Lightroom editing, and that's just going to be more of the highlights, the lights, the darks, and the shadows. We might want to bring it down a little bit because of her skin tone. The lights is like if you want more of a dimmer image, but we don't want a dimmer image, so we're just going to keep that at 0 like it was before. The darks, what are we going to do with the darks? The darks, we could play around with them just a little bit, but minor, nothing above 10. I wouldn't do nothing above 10. The shadows we're really going to stay away from. Matter of fact, we're going to bump them up just a little bit. We're going to bump them up to 9. You have all this, you have a good photo so far. Now this is when we get into luminance and saturation and hue. There's only really one color that I want to focus on, which is orange. We want to add a little bit more light to the face. Add a little bit more light. 18 plus is actually good. Saturation, I don't want to apply any saturation to this photo. Now this is when everything gets a little bit more interesting, because now we're going to make the skin look really smooth, but not so smooth to make it look like a cartoon or whatever. So let's zoom in. So as you can see the skin, if we were to bump this up all the way, you see how it gets all cartoonish and everything? We don't want that look. Now say we stop at 19. You can see the difference just a little bit. Right here is the finished product of the first photo. So now I'm gonna show you guys the before and after on Lightroom. So as you can see on the left hand side, this is the before picture, and the before picture really has no color, has no like added adjustment or everything. It's just straight pale. And then on the right hand side, you can obviously see that there's more color, more shadows, more depth. Everything really seems to stand out more. And that's what we want. We want everything to stand out a lot. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you leave a like and a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, click that bell right there, because if you click that bell, you'll get instant updates to whenever I post a video on my channel. It's your boy Jameer Green, JTG Films, Lights, Camera, Life. I'm out. Peace.